Oi, oi. We are live. I do not have anything running through the box, and I'm trying this again. I don't know how long it will last. Who knows? Who knows? But I thought, you know what? I'm going to keep on plugging at it. I'm going to keep on going. Look at that, little Milton. You all right? Hurricane Milton, who does Hurricane Milton think they are, eh? Bloody ain't got a scratch on here, mate. The old community, get out of it. That's what we're all about. Keeping the PMA going, keeping the PPA going, right? And I've got the door open, so anybody can walk in, bring tea in, any point. My lovely family out there. Hello? I just heard a no shout through the mists of the sound of the TV in there. Yeah. So I thought I'd jump on. I don't. Hey, give me a. Hey, why are you shutting the door? Shut the door. What are you shut the door for? Ah. Now, how can you be part of it? How can they be part of the fun? Eh? But anyway, yeah, we got some shit that's flowing in for sure. We've got some heavier stuff that's coming there. I hope some people can come on here, and then might do some breath. I might even do some breath work. I don't know. I'm just enjoying. I'm enjoying the process. I'm enjoying the process. Who's on? Who's on? I just see someone pop on. Who's on here? I'm really enjoying it. I honestly am enjoying the process of it all. It's I don't know. Oh, now we're down. I don't know what happened. Did someone just left? Came on and left. Anyway, so yeah, it's about going through the process of it, and I'm actually enjoying that. I'm enjoying going through the whole process of what's going on, and respecting what's going on, and understanding the energy of what's going on, and not taking anything for granted. You don't take these things for granted. Don't think that you can like stand up to something like this. It's a storm. So anybody coming in? Anybody willing to come in and chat? It's wide open. I've been coming to a lot of acceptance today. I've been coming to a lot of acceptance today. Accepting what is actually going on. Accepting again those pieces, parts of what can I actually do about this? What can I actually do? It's kind of made me want to understand what these storms are a little bit more, like read up on them, like how they form and things. Because I think I'm a bit ignorant in that way, to tell you the truth. I mean, I know there has to be a certain amount of heat, and I know there has to be a certain amount of moisture, and then there has to be a certain pressure drop and stuff like that. But I don't know. I don't know it how I would like to know it, because I'm one of these people that once I get a bit of a bee in my bonnet and I want to know about something, I like all of a sudden want to study it. And I think it's a good way as well to be able to approach anxiety and things with mental health. I think it's a good way. I think if you learn about it, oi mate, how you doing? How you doing? Ah, shit, what happened on the other live? It cut up. Yeah, I know, matey. It was just, I've been like trying to get on, and now our internet is all back up and running. So I had it on my phone, and I was just sitting in the living room, and then of course I had my daughter next to me, and then it was like there was words, and I thought, oh shit. So I kind of got up, spun off in this room, but then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to freaking close it down again. So closed it down, and then I just realised that the old internet's up. Oi, matey, he's back again. He's back again. How you doing, Buddha Bing? How you doing, matey? You're going to eat dinner with the family, and they're like, yeah, listen, matey, I'll be a bat. Yeah, I'll be a bat. So you know, I'm going to be as long as I can be, right? Because I don't know what's going to bloody happen. Because I mean, it's all kicking off. It's all like, you know, it's all having a bit of a laugh out there. I just went out there and did a bit of got on a vertical live. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm using it as a tool. I really am using it as a tool to get my mind in a complete different direction. And I think I want to start learning about what these bloody things actually really are. Because I think if we can learn about it and know about it, then you have a bit of respect for it as well. The insurance and that, yeah, it's right dodgy, matey. Let me tell you, because they like, my missus was just telling me, I think it was yesterday actually, about how they're trying to like bang up the old house insurance and that. Yeah. So because what happened, they only need a bloody storm to sweep through, and it just gives them that excuse. And then nobody says shit. That's the thing. It's just like they're allowed to just take off and do it. And I don't understand it. I don't understand how you can just have free for all. You know, they're all in each other's pocket, isn't it? Right. But Dan, are you gonna get any? Are you gonna get anything from this storm? Do you know coming up your way? Because Bada Bing, Dan lives up in Pennsylvania that way, like up north of me, and sometimes these storms like go. Like I didn't realise that Carolina's got creamed by bloody Helen. It was like, holy shit! I didn't realise. So it's about, you know, I thought, right, use your tools, and this is a tool for me, being able to put a vid up and start talking to people. And you know, if you got any questions or anything like that, because I tell you what, I've been through some of these bloody hurricanes, and I remember the first real storm when we had our own house. It was our first gaff, and Charlie came through, and we weren't in there long. Holy shit! Hey. CB radio, yeah, we got walkie talkies. You know, I mean, Mrs. and I have them all charged up and ready to go. Like, so, oh, you're a prepper, yeah. Yeah, I mean, we have the old walkie talkies, and we you know, we made sure we got some spons, you know, so we have a bit of that ready to go if need be. So yeah, there's certain things that we have that we don't really talk about too much, that we're like, all right, have we got this? We got that? Yep. All right, sweet. So yeah, and then we have our like go to the stairs like we had to just now with the bleeding. I don't know if you saw that bit of a live that I had up, because it was like bloody hell, I had to jump off a bit sharpish, and because the old alarms started bleeding, screaming, and I could still be bleeding, pulled off of it. The old missus was like, "Come on, get to the stairs." So yeah, we legged it to the bloody stairs, because all of a sudden there's bleeding tornadoes that are touching down all over the shop. There was 6 that had touched down, I got hold of a friend of mine, Marie, and one of them blew past hers. She said it would, yeah. You know how to make fire, hunt, purify water, etc. Yes, you know, and I know I know a lot of people that know a lot about it. So I mean, I even had one of those guys get a hold of me and say, "Hey, mate, if you need to head up to the Carolinas, you know, so it's all like sweet as a nut." And I've got another fella here that is a very well, he's like a brother to me, Big Tim. Big shout out to Big Tim. I got hold of him today. He's that typical. I got hold of him. I ain't heard from him in like a week and a half. And I got I'll text him and I'm like, yeah, matey, you know, you sweet as. And he's freaking like on his back porch and he's like, yeah, man. And he's that guy. And so I could literally take that fella, drop him naked in the woods, and he would freaking survive. So I know people where I could just go, oi, I'm heading your way, and they'd be like, sweet. And they would be absolutely like spot on, like, because they're like brothers. So, you know, no problem. And I know a few people like that, you know, Florida boys as well that know the areas and shit, right? Yeah, you know, the thing right now is me taking care of my mind. That's the thing at the minute is taking care of my mind and bringing my stress levels down because of my neck. Because otherwise it all goes to my freaking neck, and then I end up with headaches, and I don't need bleeding those things kicking off right now. So you know, I'll go and make a drink later of Carver and Kratom and soda water and that. Put lavender and chamomile and stuff in there and all, and strain it out. And yeah, it's really keeping the body relaxed, keeping the mind on point. Meditating, which I haven't done like proper straight up yet, which I want to do. And just being, you know, being able to do this helps. This really does help me. It's a whole way of me helping myself to help others. And I love doing this stuff. I really do. You know, and it's down to 30-year-old Grom that got me involved in all this. I'm having trouble with my bleeding box again. I don't know what's happened with the old electrics earlier were going went out, and I'm sitting there and instead of getting mad like we normally do, my wife was like, you know, all that like, and I'm sitting there laughing, and I started laughing because I used to be that guy. I used to be like, what the fuck, sons of bitches, fucking out there, they have the electric go out. I used to be that guy. But now I just started fucking sitting back and just taking it in and laughing. And my wife was in here like, you know, like flipping out at one point. And I'm like, it's all right, sweet as a nut. Just freaking listen. It'll come back on, and it all went, and it all come back on. I'm like, all right, see? When it was going, but then it kept on, you know, clicking in and out, in and out. But you know, the old stiff upper lip, yeah, like during the blitz. Yeah. You know what though, matey? I'm normally not fucking brilliant. I don't like. Listen, I put this freaking. You seeing what you're seeing, but this is me working on myself. I mean, if I really was to let my mind go, I'd be losing it right now. Hence the reason why I'm doing this. Because it is helping me. When I talk out there and I tell people, hey, go and hit the subscribe button and that for me because you're helping me reach others and help others. You really are. Because it's a tool for me to use. It's a way of me communicating my own insecurities as well, but being able to, I'm hearing that going off outside my window right now, and I know it's bleeding, getting a bit naughty. And I've seen, I've gone on the old box and I've looked at it on there, and it's looking a bit naughty, and the eye ain't even here yet. But being able to have this, and like I say, I don't know if I don't know what's going to happen, but right now it's all fucking kosher, it's all there, right? So being able to do this and being able to have this live stuff and being able to communicate with people helps me with my own mind. Yeah. I might even go in a little bit of breath work while we're on here. I don't know. How long we've been on? 15 minutes. See, it felt like I've been on a lot more, but we ain't been on here much at all. But as you's doing, matey? How you doing, Buddha Bing? How you doing, matey? I really am. If you look at my, I don't know if it posted up or not, but because I've been dropping a few, but I've got one where I was just standing on my back porch and talking about the sounds and tuning into the sounds, and I think there comes a point when, we've done everything we can. Everything is in. There's no projectiles or anything out there that can go flying through the air or anything like that. The reliance on partner was big with this with me. It was a big lesson with me on this one. Because my wife is going around going, and she said it 3 or 4 times, like, do you think I'd let anything happen to this family? And she's absolutely spot on. She's right. I've lost my voice, feeling a bit rough, but ticking over. Well, you ain't been feeling well, no. Not been feeling good. Tell you, mate, get that fucking vitamin C down, you pound that, and zinc. Vitamin C, zinc. Eat straight up garlic cloves. When I'm not feeling too great, I'll start eating 4 garlic cloves a day, and chew them up. And when they're really hot is when you want them, because that's when they're like fucking spot on. You're getting all the good oil and all that in there. And then I get a glass of water. Yeah, you might stink for a bit, but you know what? You'll feel fucking good quick. Natural antibiotic on the garlic. Cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper is really good and all for your throat and that. The riots of 2011. The riots of 2011. I was living here in 94. Are you talking about the ones that kind of ripped across, kind of started local and then ripped across southeast and all that? Those ones. I think that's probably the ones you're talking about, because I know Woolwich got hit. Yeah. Because I know Woolwich got hit. And I remember it all turning a bit tits. Wasn't it over old? Who's the forgot his bloody name. Who was the geezer that lived in Bexley Heath? Mark Duggan. That don't ring a bell, mate. You'll know this fella. Lived in Bexley Heath, and he called it the castle or something. I forgot his freaking name. He's got bald head. It was something to do with his. Oh no shit! Cockney. That's it. Dave Cockney. Because my nephew knew his son or something. In Greenwich, because something like shit hit the fan or something in Greenwich, and then it all went a bit tits, and that was it, mate. I remember I remember that all kicking off. Nothing to do with him. I remember something kicking off with him. I remember there was something because I remember my nephew telling me about it, and it all went a bit naughty. But yeah, I haven't lived in London since '94. I ain't been in. I mean, I've been back and forth and all that, but you know, it freaking keeps changing, mate. You know, I've even when I've been around my town, and it's like, blimey, just looks completely freaking. The skylines are changing and all that. Yeah, yeah. I know. Yeah. Did it himself, didn't he? Yeah. Yeah, it's a shame. I don't like hearing that, mate. It's all about fucking life and that. Yeah, and I've been there a few times myself, and it's not a fucking pleasant place to be. You know what I mean? There's two people in here. Who else is in here? Is Dan still in here? Do you know Dan Butterbing? I think Butterbing. Sorry, I think you do, right? I keep wanting to call you Butterbing. Excuse me, out of friggin' Sopranos. Yeah, offered himself. He must. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he was one of those fellas that I knew the. Don't know his second name. Don't know his surname though. We're talking about 91, 90, maybe. He was the head fella on the door at the Hippodrome, John. But I can't. I don't remember his. He was the landlord of my really good mate. Oh. 10 minutes. What? What, Nosh? Oh, all right. 10 minutes and we got some dinner. So I'll be off in about 10 minutes. But he was a blinding geezer, and I knew some people like Lenny McLean, um, people like that. I was living in a bug out there. Oh, really? No shit. Oh, you were living in a van and then it all kicked off? What was your van in amongst it and all that? Shit, dude. I mean, I remember it. What you're talking about the 2011, yeah? I mean, I remember it. I remember being over here and hearing about it, you know, and seeing it all on the news and all that, and freaking. I remember when it all kicked off in Woolwich with the soldier fella that got murdered. Um, and I remember I was in a class. I was sitting in a class waiting to do when I was doing pest control and landscaping and that. And I was sitting in a class, and my phone went, and I looked and I thought, "What's going on? What's going on like a Woolwich and that, you know?" Because it doesn't really show up on the radar too much. And then I heard that, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So I had to go through the class, and then I jumped in my freaking truck to get back, and I'm like, I'm belling people to be like, what's happened? And they're like, "You could freaking won't believe it." And I'm like, "Where is it at?" And they're like, "You won't believe it." And it's literally like 3 minutes up the road from me mum. I was like, "Oh shit." Yeah. Yeah, but I do remember that, yeah. Well, I ain't been back there in a bit. But this is, I mean, who else is in here then? Because it says there's two people in here. Unless the other person doesn't want to come, buzz in, that's all good. But I can hear another band coming in here in the windows. Blimey, I don't know if you can hear that, but it's like, you hear that? No, it's like smacking a. So he's smacking the windows. It's like, was you around when that hurricane came through in 80? I don't know if it was 82 or 84. I want to say it was 84. And I wonder what the bloody what happened with that. It was madness, man. Yeah, at the time people thought I was nuts. But when it kicked off, people rang me asking me to pick them up to say that it's the most cycling that should be. You know, wow, no shit. Well done, dude. Wow. Yeah, because that was a little bit naughty, right? I mean, I've been in situations. I was hopefully I can get this story in before I get shouted at for dinner. I was down in my town, and I was down by the Thames, and I'm standing down there, and I had a mate with me, and he was standing opposite, and we looked down this like walkway, and there was these two girls that we know that came around the corner, and we was only about, I forget how old I was. I was probably, I don't know, 18. I don't know. I don't know. Something like that anyway. And I see them come around the corner, and they're walking towards me, and I look over at my mate like that. It's kind of weird the way they come around. And also, well, I look back, and all of a sudden there's like freaking, I don't know how many came around the corner. Obviously a bit of a mob, and I look over at my mate, and my mate's, because he's only a short little fella, and he goes, "What are we going to do?" And I went, "We're going to just walk towards him," right? Because I think, like you said about being nuts, right? But then you end up helping somebody by being nuts, which ended up us helping these girls by being a bit like, you know, why would you walk towards them? Well, you know, sometimes you got to just be like, hey, even if you got a packet in your bleeding underpants, you just show them that you got a set of testicles. And so I said, well, mate, come on. And we turned and we started walking towards them. And as the girls got to us, they just turned around and walked off in front of us. And this group split, went around them, ran around us, and came in like round the back of us. And so now the girls are up in front of us, and they've come round the back of us. And I can hear what they're saying. And we're right on the River Thames in my town. And you know, they're flicking freaking stones at, you know, I can feel bits of stones hitting me and all that, and you can't freaking, you got to play it, you know, you got to play it right? Because there was a good few of them. And then you know, one fella come up to one side of me, and he's like, "Hey, what side of the water are you from?" And I'm like, "I'm from this side. I'm from Woolwich." And he's like, "Oh yeah, no, I've seen you over there." And I'm like, "No, you ain't." And I just fucking kept this dialogue going, and then the other, you know, and then I heard this other fella go, "Let's just fucking knife him and throw him in." And I thought, "Oh no, here we go." But still keeping the front going, you know. And they knew I'd probably heard it, but I didn't like flinch. I just kept walking. I didn't fucking turn around. I didn't go like, "Oh no, nothing." I just kept fucking going. And we get around the corner, and as we get around the corner, these girls I went like that to these girls to take off, because now I'm getting into my town. So as we get around, because there was only one way in, one way out, really. So as we get around in my town, I say to my mate, "Right, split." He takes off, I take off. We disappear into the freaking shops and shit, and then meet each other up. But yeah, you know, you got to be like, he who dares wins, right? right. It's like, okay, well, you know, what are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with this situation? Because I looked at my mate, there was another way, but it was like there was this fence, and the only way you could even had to get like under this, there was like this gap that you would have had to get under the fence or around. And there's no way it would have made it. So the only other option was like, all right, well, here we go. So, but anyway, I'm going to close down in a minute. Do you meditate, with a bean? Do you meditate? Yeah, if I can jump on tomorrow, I will. I don't know what's happening. We're meant to get the brunt of this, I believe, around 3 in the morning. So there's not going to be much sleeping going on. We're just going to be probably like napping maybe here and there, and my missus crashes out on the chair next to me. Then I'll just fucking stay awake a bit. I'm not very much of a sleeper in situations like this anyway. I like to kind of be on top of things, just in case those sirens go off. Because what we do is we have my wife's got the, you ready? Yeah. My wife's got the old tornado thingy that kicks off. Ain't you? What's it called? Trey?
It used to be called tornado. Now it's called emergency.
It's called emergency?
Mm-hmm.
So it's an app called Emergency. I suggest getting it. It's not a bad idea. And, this thing will start screeching off. So, and then we got the old government thing that comes over the old cell phone, emergency alert, tornado, whatever, like take cover. So anyway, thank you for turning up, because this really does help me in my mind. You've got no idea. It's like, Buddha Bing. I will, if I can get on tomorrow, I will, but I can't promise anything because I don't really know what the state of things are actually going to be through the night when it's all going to be a little bit all right, come on, all right. Because the old tornadoes and things are going to, spurt off from this. And like I say, I went through Charlie, and Charlie was freaking crazy. That was great. That came through the night too, and that was traveling fast the same way. I think this is meant to be traveling pretty fast, right? Oh, and Dan, that what Grom said, that has the I think it's like the wave charts or the swirl charts or whatever. Is that an app that because that was quite interesting to look at what was going on as this storm was moving. It was quite interesting to have a little look at that. I mean, I know when I took the dog out for a walk this morning, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, the humidity's down a bit and it's a little bit cooler. That's because it's just sucking it all. So I know that it's a powerful freaking storm. There ain't no joke with it. And the fact that we've actually got our lecky still on, our electricity still on, and it was going flashing in and out, and I'm sitting here going, I've got Android, mate. Can you send that to me, through WhatsApp, Because that was quite. Does it automatically go to your area of where you're at, and then look at it, where I can zoom out and have a look and all that, Because that's an interesting app. Because I'd like to put that. I've got a folder where I've got like storm stuff and weather and stuff like that, and I'll throw that in there. But so if you can WhatsApp that to me, mate, that'd be a blinder. Anyway, I'm going to be having my phone on charge most of the time, trying to stay off it most of the time, even though I want to post and shit. But I've done a little bit of it, done some lives, got them out there. Pass it around, show some love, send some comments. Dan, bang out some comments, mate. You hit the like, send this around some friends and family, mate. You get me name out there. and I'll try and get on that shirt issue with your that your missus, half inch your jersey, didn't she? Eh? Anyway, I'll send you the link to the web location, and it may ask you open it app. I have the app on Apple, so I can't send it. It might be called the same thing. It might be called the same thing. Just send me what the name of it is or something, and a picture of it or something, so I know what to look for on the picture, and then I'll go into my what's it. But also send me what you're saying you're going to send me. Yeah, and let's hook up and talk a little bit. Yeah. Now I've got this box up and running. It's not running right now. I'm going from my computer because it's doing funny things. Because the old electric was going, and now it's going, yeah, you think you're going to do that to me? But anyway, I'm going to get dinner. All right, matey. I'll keep everybody posted. I'll be banging some stuff out there here and there as well. So, and I'll keep the group posted as well. So, love ya. Take it easy. Give love to the family. Everything's cool. We're banging forward. PPA, right? Take it easy. Ta, matey.